So we've just pulled into the gas station at Chicken, and it says out of gas. I don't know if you can see that sign to the right hand side of the car. It says out of gas. They've only got diesel.
Since we're all fairly new to this and everything else, we actually forgot to do the map for the part 1 that has already been released. So we're going to do part 1 and part 2 in one go.
Show you where they go.
So we started from Donnelly Creek campsite up to Delta Junction, got some fuel. Then we have the really straight road coming down the Alaska Highway. A few little bends in it, but not much. Into Tok, and we spent 2 nights camping at Saldo, just south of Tok. Then we came up here and we turned left onto the Taylor Highway up to Chicken,
and that's where that's where the part 1 of episode 5 finished.
Indeed. And then so part 2, I can't see my own self because of my pen. It's right, my pen is in my way. Comes up through here. We've obviously gone through the border and down into Dawson,
and that's where we finish.
So there you go.
Happy days.
Campsite just there.
So we've just pulled into the gas station at Chicken, and it says out of gas. I don't know if you can see that sign to the right hand side of the car. It says out of gas. They've only got diesel. We're not going to get to Dawson City on this tank. We have got some in a jerry can, but it will be tight, so we're just wondering what to do. I think we do just have to go for it and see what happens and drive conservatively. I have a feeling this is mostly a gravel road, so it's going to use up more fuel, typically. Yeah. We shall see what happens. Well, this could be an interesting day now.
I don't know why you got the anxiety. It's always me that would run out first because
you'll probably take my bike and then if you'll leave me alongside the road like you normally do. Anyway,
yes, so we had to leave Chicken with no fuel.
Yeah. So we left Chicken with no fuel. Well, we had fuel.
Well, we had fuel,
but wondering if we'd get to Dawson City.
We didn't know whether we'd had enough. Well, I don't reckon we would have done, but I don't know. It would have been close call.
Very close. Anyway, we
left there with no fuel, and the roads got even worse. The roads turned narrow, very gravelly, and really quite twisty. Yeah. And the drop-offs on the side of the roads with no barriers.
Yeah, the Dalton Highway was a harder road, but easier because it was so wide. So you always had room to go somewhere else, whereas we felt very on the edge of things around tight bends coming out of Chicken, and it was, it was a little bit scary. I thought we camped opposite Sourdough in Tok. We camped opposite a couple with a Silver Bullet caravan.
Silver Stream, sorry,
caravan, and we got chatted to them a couple of times, and we kind of bunny hopped them all the way to Chicken, didn't we? Saw them at Chicken, and then we pulled into a lay-by behind them before the border.
Because they had the same thought as us. We hit the tarmac and we thought, we must be close to the border. Oh, crikey, we better eat our food.
Yeah,
we don't want to lose our food.
We didn't think about it. They said you won't be able to take any fresh food in. We thought, oh, okay.
And we mentioned to them that our fuel situation was we're not sure. And he said, I'm carrying 5 gallons. I could let you have 2.
Yeah.
And we said, that'd be great. Yes, let's just see how we get on. And then they left before us.
So I wasn't quite. I was a bit puzzled how that was going to work if we ran out of fuel behind. But anyway, it was a very generous offer. So, so we're near the I'm filming. Have you just? Oh.
I cracked my egg in half.
Well, they do that if you hit it too hard.
It's a bit. I've got it down to my. Try to peel it.
Don't drop that yolk. So, we're near the Canadian, about a mile away from the Canadian border. So. We just suddenly realised we certainly can't take fresh food in. We're hoping that they don't ask about what other food we've got. But anyway, otherwise we'll have no supper tonight because I don't think we're going to make it to Dawson, but we might do. Anyway, so we're eating up boiled eggs. Otherwise,
Panicking about fuel.
yeah, our fuel's dropped down by another bar.
Have you lost 2 bars as well?
Yeah, I've lost 2 bars as well. So our fuel's dropped down by another bar, and yeah, the friends we met last night at the campsite who were pitched in their caravan opposite us, we've just caught up with them again just now. They've gone on ahead, which isn't very useful because he's got 5 gallons apparently. We could have, but not very useful if they're in front of us.
We have 2 gallons.
We have 2 gallons. He's rationing us.
Yeah. He wants to keep some for himself.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully we may just make it into Dawson City.
Yeah, we've got some spare fuel.
Because we've got a little bit of spare fuel. We may not. So it's all a bit of an adventure today. I was a bit worried about it earlier, but actually... Are you making a mess? Oh, he's littering.
Fucking...
What are you... Language! This is a friendly channel.
Yeah,
Stop throwing it round.
Can't have that bit now anyway.
Anyway. Probably won't put any of this out. We'll just see what it comes out like. But, yes, so we're going to eat this food. Because I don't know what food is not allowed, because we didn't actually look it up. But anyway, I know...
So I'm going to give up on the egg and have some beef jerky.
Oh, we've got an open bag of beef jerky, so it might be open stuff, or it might just be, I don't know. Anyway, see you at the border.
But then a number of miles further down the road, we came round this corner and there was these signs saying ice cream and coffee and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we pulled in there and I asked, have you got any gas? Oh yeah.
Welcome to Boundary.
Thank you very much. Yes, we were expecting to be through the border by now. It must be further up the road.
3 miles.
3 miles. Okay.
Close.
Do you know if there's anywhere we can get fuel? There was no fuel in Chicken, so we're kind of getting a bit.
Yes. What kind of gas? You got gas or?
Yeah, just gas.
Yeah. How much you need?
Well, we're not sure yet. We're about half a tank. Half a tank. How far to the next station is it?
60
to Dawson,
to
is
Dawson.
almost 70 miles.
70 miles.
We have gas.
Yeah.
You have gas.
Emergency.
Okay. Well, what if I'm carrying 2 gallons there? I could put 2 gallons in the bike and then fill up 2 gallons for that?
That'll work. That'll work. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Do that.
What sort of price is it?
$7
$7. Okay,
gallon.
we need it.
Okay. They'll get you fixed up if you wanna.
Where do I want to go?
They're gonna take you that
Yeah.
way.
Well, yeah.
Is it just in there?
Yeah, it's right on the other side of that.
Okay. Yes.
And then you go.
Yep.
Right here on the back side of this, we're going to go to this page.
Okay. Cheers, yeah. That's... I'm just going to park up here. Hang on.
Nice bikes. Are these yours or do you rent them?
No, they're ours. We flew them over from the UK.
They're beautiful bikes.
Yeah. We flew them into Anchorage and then...
So we left there, and as we were pulling out, you could see all the forest fires, couldn't you? Burning away down below. Quite surreal, really, seeing that. Yes, we tootled on, and 5 minutes later, whatever it was, a few minutes, we got to the border, and that was a bit of a laugh, as you'll see.
Hi there.
How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you. You?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Good. You got the weather for us. We appreciate that.
It's a little different that way.
Oh, is it?
Oh, don't say that.
Oh, well, it would do. That's Canada, isn't it? Oh, oh hang on.
You're not allowed in.
Do you want to go through or not?
That way.
Oh, dearie me.
How to win friends and influence people.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're staying here, I'm going through. Finish this trip on my own.
And so is this from England?
Yeah, England.
Okay, gotcha. Interesting. Yeah, so if you guys could grab your passports for me.
Yep,
Yep.
passports.
Oh, dear.
I might just turn you off because I can't hear very
Yeah,
well.
I
with
know.
You whittering in
She
my
was
ear.
talking to me.
Well, I gathered that.
Oh, that's it. Peace. Peace.
Suddenly quiet. Right?
Yeah.
Sorry, you want your passports
Passports.
and just
Passports.
Well, that makes it easy. Yeah, I want to
Do what, sorry?
Yeah, I want to
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
you see, we're called Life 2. That's what the LFO2
Yeah, our
is.
brand is Life 2, so LFO2, guy and girl.
Bit twee, but
That's the current one. Actually, you don't want that. I'll carry this one around for the US visa.
Yeah, he didn't listen to renew his passport. Doesn't listen to me. Now he's got to carry 2.
I've got to carry 2, yes.
Perfect. Grab that. And where do you folks live? Actually, I'll grab that too.
Well-
Put a stamp in.
We live in England.
Okay. Gotcha. And how long do you plan to be in Canada for?
Well, we're travelling through. The season will chase us out.
Gotcha.
We're basically overlanding. We're
I wouldn't have
heading
thought more
down
than
to
a month.
America.
Tops.
And you're heading back down.
We're down to Ushuaia.
Yes, then we keep going down to Ushuaia. So yeah.
So you want to start up at Prudhoe Bay?
Yes,
and you're
we
heading all the way
certainly
down?
did.
Yes, we flew the
That's,
bikes into Anchorage first.
Okay.
So we came into Anchorage first and Prudhoe Bay, and now we're on our way down.
Very nice. You're just starting the big adventure.
Yeah,
Sold up.
So far, so good. So far, so
Sold
good.
up, went to live with my brother and said, right, you're having us now, we're off travelling.
yeah.
There you go. Very good. Is there anything on your persons or on the bikes that's going to be staying in Canada, sold or given to anybody?
Given to anybody.
any-
Yeah, any presents, like anything?
No,
No.
it's all our
in
stuff.
Canada or selling?
No, we're very selfish. It's all ours.
Gotcha. Perfect. Any firearms or the weapons?
No,
No.
I've got
Well,
a
you've got a bush
I've
knife.
got a bush knife which I use
And
for
I've got a
camp.
kitchen knife.
Gotcha.
It's in the pannier.
All right. Anything like mace, pepper spray, taser stuff?
Well, we've got bear spray.
Yeah, it's clearly marked bear spray.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
backpack.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna go toss some stamps to your passports. I'll be right
Yep.
back.
Brilliant.
Cool.
Thank you.
So when we go through, can we just pull up by that sign?
Okay. What the Yukon sign?
Yep, pull up by the Yukon sign,
Okay.
and then I'll get the stickers on.
Yeah. Okay. Where are you off to? Is he?
Sorry. Thank you.
Wandering around.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
No worries. How long do you guys figure it'll take you to get to Ushuaia?
We reckon. Well, we're allowing ourselves 18 months.
Nice.
We're meandering.
Yep.
Simple as.
Not rushing it. Just take
No.
it easy.
The idea is it's my 60th birthday in December 24,
Okay.
so it'd be quite nice to be down there for that.
Nice.
Canada! Woo! After taking the picture at the Yukon sign, yeah, we kind of hit what was the
Back
top
to
of the
dirt.
top of the world highway, wasn't it?
Yep.
And it was gorgeous.
Back to dirt, and it was like riding on a ridge. You could see
Yeah.
views either side,
Oh,
whichever way you
amazing.
looked, they were just wide views. You could see why they called it top of the world.
We really were on
It
top
was
of the
sitting
world.
on the ridge.
Okay, so we're just on the outskirts of Dawson City, and look at these nice little cute, I presume these are pit toilets. Hoping they are. The trellis is very cute colours, nice. This one doesn't smell because it's got the seat down. That's nice. Lots of toilet roll. All good. Well, hey, happy days.
Yeah, the roads turned to gravel, and whilst we didn't see any rain, it was obvious that rainstorms had been pushing through because the roads went really kind of wet and muddy.
And then we rolled into Dawson City, didn't we?
Yes, but even that road was quite tricky because it was quite steep downhill,
downhill to
gravel, mud, wet mud.
yeah.
So we were in sort of like first gear on some corners.
Yeah, and it went
just
steeply
get the bike
downhill
round.
into Dawson City. We were the other side of the river to the main town, weren't we?
Yep. We stood by the ferry and said, should we go across or shall we just go and camp in the Yukon campground?
It's a free ferry. It's a free ferry.
We
that just
decided
shuttles
to go and camp first, and we'll do
Yeah.
Dawson tomorrow.
So we stayed at the Yukon campground, and we shall go into Dawson tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I think the bolts on the inside of this have come loose, so I've got to take the cover off and see what's happening inside.
That's no good, is it? So, 4 hours later.
4 hours.
All right, maybe 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Job done. It's all nice and
Not lost
tasty.
any screws.
And bring a spring puller. I thought I'll pack that, and I thought I'll never use that. I'll end up throwing it away.
Well, we haven't. And
But actually, you know what? It's been perfect just for pulling that spring off. Makes life so much easier. I know there are other ways of doing it. You use a piece of string or even
But you've
whatever.
got your toolkit, might as well put that in there, basically.
And it's made the job so much easier.
Good stuff, well done.
Done. Job
Right,
done.
can you cook me supper now, please?
Yes, dear.
So that's all our food and stuff and nonsense, anything we think might smell. In the
Well,
bear.
in you get there.
In you get.
In you get.
In you get. In the bear box provided at the campsite. Shut it up. You can even put the padlock on, look. So we're
So
going.
that a bear can't get his hand up there. So
Can you not? He'll probably just look at the picture.
Yeah, pretty well. Let's see if the bear can pick a lock, shall we?
So you can even put your own padlock on these ones. That's cool. So no one will steal our food. That's good, isn't it?
Yes.